Welcome to 13 Hour Times 62
Lego Set Reviews.
Cowabunga, dudes. It's time for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review. This is set number 79101, Shredder's Dragon Bike. Ages 6 to 12, 198 pieces, and retails for $24.99. Which again, it's a little bit low on price per piece, but I know this is a set you want to get. As I mentioned before in the Krang Lab Escape, this is one of the sets, if you want to get all four turtles the cheapest way, this is one set to get. Plus, you also get Shredder, which is exclusive to this set. You get a Foot Soldier, which is pretty typical. And you get Donatello. They all look awesome, and I think this is a worthy set for its price. Plus, it's licensed, so that's why it's a little bit higher than your average, price range for this. So let's take a look at the set now. So first we have the box art for this set, Shredder's Dragon Bike. As you see in the bottom right corner, we have the three characters included with their names, which is, I think, a great feature to the set. And they're all trademarked because they belong to Nickelodeon and the makers of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's very typical to the box. I like the purple outlining of it, and the green around. So here we have the back of it, and it's a little bit ripped in this corner because there's tape, that you use to open it. It's not those boxes you have to punch open. So you can see the different features of this set, which are very minimal, but I still, like the set a lot. And on the bottom we get an explanation of the set through a comic. So we have Shredder riding on a dragon bike through city streets, and Donatello finds that he has a map to the turtle's lair. That's what that little X is on the map. So Donatello revs up his little, I guess you could call it a motorized scooter, and jumps out to get him and get the map. And then you see Shredder a bit closer up, looking angry. We also got some stickers in this set, so you get a small sticker sheet. The stickers are actually there's three pairs of stickers because there's two on each side that are the same. And you get a small package for Shredder's cape. It's a very nice cape you get. And we got a nice instruction booklet, a little bit thicker because it's a bigger set, but still not that bad for building it. I didn't find any problems with it. Even with the stickers, it's pretty simple. So we'll just look through. Got the features in the back. TMNT website on Lego.com, and the 6 sets in this. I don't know if you could say in this wave or if it's in total. I really hope they do make more, though. And last but not least, for this first part, these are all the extra pieces. I'm not kidding you. All of these pieces are extras in this set. You have 1x1s in translucent colors and even plain colors. You get levers. You get this little Technic pipe piece. You get an extra sword, an extra katana blade. Get a couple other Technic pieces. Some of those 1x1s is the slant. Very nice collection of extra pieces in this set. So our first minifigure is the Foot Soldier. Like I've said, he's very typical for these TMNT sets. Basically the same, except for the blade that he has in this set. If you haven't seen the details on him yet, that's what he looks like. He's got a little footprint on there because he's a foot soldier and therefore works for Shredder. You see the back printing, it looks pretty good. Even the headband on top is printed, which I think is interesting. And let's see if I can get you a closer look at the map that he's holding. Here you can see the map and that little red X where the turtle's lair is. Sorry, my finger was in the way. And what I like about this map it doesn't show a compass rose, so technically you could place this in any direction, and you could call that, how the city looks. So, that's something interesting if you want to keep switching up the city's direction, at least, or how it's laid out. This is neat about it. Although on the box it shows that it shows the X and the map up here like that. So if you want to be accurate to the box, that's how it's positioned. Next up, we have the main villain of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles himself, Shredder. I forget his actual name, but Shredder is like his nickname, or how he's most known, in the TMNT story. He's got some awesome printing and unique, it's very unique printing. This is the only set you can purchase him in. You can get the helmet in another set, like a little Shredder dummy in the Turtle Lair Attack, but it's not the same coloring. It's like more bronzish. The cape is very unique. No back printing. I'll show you the cape more when we take apart this figure. You got these nice, unique shoulder blades, and this is an awesome helmet. Even if you like ninjas, this is a nice set to get because of the helmet. Or even if you like the bike, it's nice to have. So now we're going to take a look. This is his actual face. And it reminds me a lot, a lot of these licensed enemy figures have a similar face. If you look at Loki, Lex Luthor, and the right side of Shredder, they have a similar look on their face with the lining and how their eyes are positioned. I don't know. To me, it seems, it looks similar. Here we take a closer look at the shoulder blades. And the reason why I'm taking off the cape, it's a little bit unique because it has that little, like, straight part here, as opposed to ending down there like other more classic capes do. So, we put that on. Put on the shoulder blades. You got the head. There is no back side to the head either. And why does he have that scarred look on the right side? I mean, on the left side? His right. I actually don't know, but that's part of the story somewhere in it. So there you have Shredder. I know he doesn't look a lot like the he kind of looks like the classic Shredder from the TV show and from the games, as far as I know him. But I still like his, his look on here. He's got the basics. We have the, the blades, the cape, the shoulder pieces, and the helmet. Those are, those say Shredder. And here he is. Last but not least, we have Donatello. This is the cheapest way that you can get Donatello if he's not in the form of a keychain, as all the turtles are. He's got very unique printing and looks great on him. It's also, if you notice about these turtles, they have a little bit of their own unique head because of the printing on the head, the coloring. Even their eyes are colored. As you can see, there's a little bit of red in there for his actual eye color. He's a bright green. He's got that unique shell I've mentioned before. It has a horizontal stripe on it. I mean diagonal stripe. And there's a look from the back of it. You can see printing on the back for the turtle shell, but most people will put it on. It looks much better that way. However, it limits his actual movement because you can't move the arms far back beyond there. You can still move them freely forward. And it's minimal, movement, as you can see there. The furthest you can bend it back would be about here. And let's take a look now at Donatello's biography.
He's Donatello. Nickname, Donnie. Weapon, the bow staff. Role, the brains.
Bang an entrance!
The first model in the set, and the small model that's included for Donatello, is the motorized scooter, which you've seen in the comic and seen on the box art. So, this is a very neat little build. You could probably build this yourself just by looking at it. It can hold one minifigure standing in this position, or even standing like a stud back. It's got the little lever that operates the motor back here, and even this part, I think, is part of the motor. It also has a section where you can place a weapon, because in case you want to use any other turtles for it, you know, you could put their weapon on there. Usually if it's Donatello, you know, it's just the one staff, so you wouldn't need to worry about having two of something, like, you know, Leonardo has two swords and Raphael has two sai. This is also interesting. Just kind of makes it look better, but you could probably hang someone off of there or attach a small cart or something, you know, for extra play. And this is all smooth surface, but it's also held up by this 2x6. So if you wanted to change it, you could. Actually, 2x8. If you wanted to change the surface, you could hold more turtles on here, like another one or two, maybe. And you got a little headlight in the front, so we can see where he's going. Now it's time to look at the title model of the set, Shredder's Dragon Bike. Now, this is an awesome looking bike. It's got a nice dragon head in the front. If you can't tell, it's a little bit hard to tell, but you know it's a dragon head. You got flick fires on the sides, which can turn all the way around if you need them to. You know, if you're being chased, or if you're chasing. But if you're being chased, technically, if you press them this way, it'll interfere with the wheels in the back. Which, by the way, the wheel in the back has suspension, so you can move this up and down a little bit. That's a neat feature about this. Just a small feature, though. You get pretty unique wheels with this set, even though they don't match each other. You could probably get another few of these, or maybe like one of the Technic sets if you want to, you know, add extra wheels for other models. Let's take a look around. There it is from the front. You see the headlights, flickfire missiles. Here it is from the other side, where you see these exhaust pipes. They look really cool. They move up and down, but, you know, if you need to position them a certain way. Here's a look from the back. You see the giant wheel. We get those little blades on the ends, which look neat. And we're back around here on the top. So this is the area where you seat Shredder. I don't have him in here right now just to show you what it looks like in there. And because I don't want his cape getting all messed up. Because honestly, you know, it looks great. I just don't want it to get folded and such. So soon after getting the set. So he kind of rests his head back there. There is no actual levers or control system. He just kind of sits in there, and you're supposed to pretend it's, you know, being controlled. Got these nice pieces back here. Make some kind of a fin or blade or something. This dragon section is actually held up just by this Technic piece in there. So if you want to get a closer look at that, here it is. That's how it looks underneath. You can see a little orange in there for his eye. You got the little teeth hanging out. I think they did a pretty good job with this head. They could have done a little bit better so you could see the eyes better. Or maybe even just adjust the teeth, because I don't know why there's an awkward gray in there. You know, in the middle of all this black. You might as well just have made that piece black too. And that fits in here nicely. It moves a little bit, but that's not that bad. In here, we'll take a look from the bottom. Pretty basic. And I wanted to show you on this side. These are the stickers that you use in this set. It's on a double-sided flag, so if you flip this around, you have the same stickers on here. If anybody knows what these symbols mean, post it in the comments, because I would like to know. I know that they're related to Shredder, but I don't know exactly what the symbols mean. So I'm trying to give you a good look at them. And see if I could, help me figure them out. And there we have the Shredder Dragon. Oop. Yeah, it does do that actually sometimes, because it doesn't have a kickstand, as you would think a bike would. But it's actually, the tires are thick enough that you probably could not have to deal with that. And here I'll just show you, this is how Shredder looks when he's sitting inside of there. Again, I don't want to ruin the cape because technically you have to fold it up just to fit him in there with the studs. Otherwise he'll just keep bouncing around. And almost got it. It's the cape, Let me just fold it up a little bit. There we go. So that's how he looks when he's inside the Shredder's Dragon bike. So overall, I think this is an excellent set if you're into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You will definitely want to get this because of Shredder, and probably because of Donatello, but you can still get him in the Baxter Robot Rampage. And, that's a pretty good set too. If I could, I would get that. But for right now, I'm okay with Donatello in here. He has great facial expression because he's serious, getting that map back. The Shredder's Dragon Bike, I don't know if it's based on the show. I've seen it as, in other toy companies, they've made it for, I've looked on the Toys R Us website, and they've made, a plastic version for the action figures. And this Dragon Bike is, available in other forms, as its own model. But I don't know if it appears anywhere in the show. So if I compare it to that other toy version of this, it's very accurate. The toy version also has the same exhaust, the dragon on the front. But with the Lego one, it lacks a little bit of the dragon look, but it still looks very sleek and kind of mysterious. So I think this looks really good for a set. For $25, you get a lot of extra pieces, which probably makes up for the lack of actual pieces used. As you can see, 198 pieces. So, and if you're gonna get this, I would say the biggest push would be for Shredder himself, for Donatello. For the Foot Soldier, that's kind of a bonus, because it's a $25 set, so it's nice they threw the figure in. But I don't know. If you really like this set, let me know in the comments. Should you get this compared to other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets? Because a lot of them, they will have a little bit lower price per piece until you get to the Turtle Lair and the Shell Razor. Those will be close to the prices that they are. The other sets are mostly going to be more than 10 cents per piece, which I consider, reasonable. So, and I know this set lacks a lot of features. Its main feature is the Flick Fire Missile and the suspension in the back of the bike. But it makes up for it with all of its design that looks pretty good. And I'm glad that you get, even this little thing. You probably think that's insignificant, but it's a nice addition to the set if you're buying this. Because the TMNT have a few vehicles. I don't know if this is one of them from the TV show, but it's a nice one to keep. You know, just a nice quick scooter that you can use to retrieve the map from Shredder and the foot soldiers. So thanks for watching this review. I hope you really enjoy this. If you have this set, and let me know, is this set worthy for getting Shredder, or will you just buy him from an online market, just to get the figure himself? So thanks for watching again, and we will see you later.